Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me hear you jump and bounce. I'm Zoopy Goggins, been away for a bit, but I'm back now and that's what counts. So I could give you reasons or excuses as to why I haven't been around for a while, but what would be the point? You know, let's just get on with it. That's what I say. So actually one of the things, there's a genuine reason. I like the way I've said I'm not going to do excuses, and then the next thing that comes out of my mouth is an excuse or a reason. No, genuinely, right? This setup here is in our loft, yeah? And we live in Liverpool, UK. And it has been really cold recently. So up here, it's freezing, right? So unless you want me to do some reviews in like a big coat, then even then, like my hands would be so cold, I'd be dropping the perfume on the floor and stuff like that. Moving on anyway. So one of the things that has inspired me to come back and do a review is this fragrance. I keep on going, I've got to do a review on it. It's so good. It's blown me away, and it's a cheapie as well. So we all like a cheapie that smells amazing, and this one has fantastic performance as well. Let me tell you what it is, all right? The fragrance of which I speak is none other than Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian. Now, when I said to my missus, she came up to me and she said, "Wow, that's nice. What's that? What are you wearing?" And I said, "Shaghaf Oud." She went, "Shaghaf Oud? Zoopy, you know, I've known you to do some strange things in your time, but Shaghaf Oud, what have you been doing? Donuts?" I said, "No, not Shaghaf Oud. Shaghaf Oud." She said, "You're still saying the same thing." So I went, I showed her the box and she went, "Oh, I see." This one is the Swiss Arabian company I've only discovered quite recently. And it's a United Arab Emirates company. So it's an Arabic fragrance, an Arabic perfume. This is my this is a 75ml bottle of Eau de Parfum. I bought it from Notino for £28. They had it on offer, and I'd read some reviews and stuff, and I went, "Oh, that sounds right up my street." So I blind bought 2 of them. Now I'm the people say, "Oh, don't blind buy things and, you know, try it first and stuff like that." But this one you can't get a try of first. And 2, why did I buy 2 of them? Because sometimes I just know, right? I've been wrong, but not very often. And this one I just thought, it sounds like I'm going to like it, right? So I bought 2. And the first time I ever tried it, I just thought, okay, it's nice, but I wasn't, you know, wowed or blown away initially, right? So I put it away. That was about a year ago that I bought those. No, it wasn't. It was about a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. It was before we moved here. And that was a year ago. In my day. Now, in Liverpool, I started wearing it to go to work, right? Because it's very strong and we have to wear masks at work, and, you know, the compliments had dried up because no one can smell you, right? So I thought I'll go for some of my really, really strong fragrances, and that soon changed, didn't it? Now I'm getting people in the next street saying, "Wow, what's that smell?" So I wore this one to work a few times. I got some compliments with it, and it started to grow on me as well, right? To the point where my attitude just completely changed about it. I went from, "Oh, that's nice," to, "Oh my God, it's absolutely gorgeous," right? So I'm going to start to describe the scent itself. It's an oud fragrance, right? And it's an oud cheapie, so it's going to be synthetic. Anyone who's an oud connoisseur or you know, expert is going to say that smells like chemicals. So yes, when you, I'll just spray here on the back of my hand for you. I've already got some on there, but I'm going to freshly apply it because I need to explain this. When you first apply it to your skin, you get this chemical blast. It sort of smells very, very synthetic and almost a bit plasticky and stuff like that, right? When you smell it when you spray it on the back of your hand and smell it like that, that's how it smells. But when it dries down, it transforms itself. It loses a lot of that excuse me, plasticiness, and develops this quite nice oud smell. Now, to anyone who doesn't actually know what oud smells like, I mean, I know a lot of you will do, and I'm not being patronising. I just want to try and explain the smell of oud. It's quite a difficult one to try and describe, but I would say that it's obviously very woody, coming from the agar tree of wood, which is a rare wood, and it's very resinous and thick and sticky and a bit sweet, and there's something sort of to me, especially with this one, a little bit of a sort of coffee note almost in there. I have smelled some things with real oud in, and they can tend to smell a little bit funky, a little bit sort of almost verging on animalic and a bit sort of barnyardy smelling. Some of the real oud smells can be a bit challenging, shall we say. This one is not challenging at all, apart from that first initial sort of chemically thing when you put it on your skin. The notes listing of it is quite simple. It's saffron in the top, which is a flower from the iris family, and it's got a sort of spiciness to it. And then it's oud and rose, and then there is praline, chocolate stuff, and vanilla as well. So that's quite straightforward, but I get a lot more from it than that. I get this sort of real spiciness to it, and an incense smell, a smoky incense smell, but it smells more like the sort of, I say smoky, it's more like the unburnt sort of resinous incense, you know, the stuff that would be put on one of those metal incense burner things that has the burning charcoals inside. And then this sort of spicy smell is almost like, I say, coffee-ish, especially in this. Now, anyone who knows a fragrance called Roses Vanille, not Roses Vanille, Intense Cafe by Montal, will know that the so-called coffee note in that, which I can hardly smell at all, is got something quite similar to what's in this. If anybody knows this Arabic coffee you can get that has cardamom in it, it's got like an element of that kind of thing in there, sort of spicy and coffee-ish. So it's sweet as well, very sweet. It smells almost like one of those sort of, oh, there's a leathery smell in it as well. I get this kind of leathery thing, which I think probably comes from the saffron, because saffron, I mean, all of these ingredients are bound to be synthetic, aren't they? I mean, it's not real saffron. But so what you get from it is this kind of warm, cozy, captivating, sweet, woody, ambery, incensey thing that is just absolutely gorgeous, and it's extremely strong. What I've just found out recently is that this is actually a dupe or a copy of Lancôme Oud Bouquet, I think it's called. One of the guys on one of the fragrance groups I frequent has notified me about that. And I did I looked at some of the Fragrantica reviews of that fragrance, and there was people likening it to this very much indeed, but saying that one has been reformulated and the performance is not that good on it anymore. That is where this one comes into its own, right? The performance on it is absolutely staggering. Okay, in terms of projection, it's very strong, right? I give it an 8, and I'm hard to please. I mean, I only give Amouage Interlude a 9. I mean, I've only got 2 fragrances that are stronger in projection than Amouage Interlude. That's for another video. But this one, in terms of longevity, it's ridiculous. Okay, on skin, 24 hours. I challenge anyone to say it doesn't last on their skin for that kind of duration. And then on clothing, that item of clothing is going to smell like that until you wash it, right? Weeks and beyond with this. And it smells amazing when you've worn a sweatshirt however long ago, and then you pick it up again, it still smells of this. So that, in that regard, it's absolutely stunning. I've told you the notes, I've told you what it's like, I've told you about the performance, I've told you the price and where to get it. Notino is where I got mine from. I think it's £33 now actually on Notino, but it's worth every penny. When I did buy those 2, I need to add this as well. When I did buy those 2 initially, I've now used about 2/3 of this one, and I liked it so much that I've bought another one. So I've got this plus 2 unopened ones, right? One of the things that annoys me about it, and I don't often talk about the bottles, is the fact that it's painted gold. Now, that's not this bottle in particular. It's just when fragrance houses do that. That's what annoys me. So what I did, because, you know, imagine driving along in your car and the fuel gauge is broken. You're like, when am I going to run out? You don't know, do you? So what I did was I scratched off some of the paint on the side there. Can you see that? Has it focused for you? I paid a lot of money for this phone. It better have done. So you can see the level in there, and it's down to, I think I've probably got about 25ml left in there. So that's quite a lot of it used, and it's so comforting, and I get mega compliments with it as well. The guys at work seem to love it. It's amazing stuff. Easily unisex, mega long lasting. I love it to pieces. Shaghaf Oud from Swiss Arabian. Absolutely amazing stuff. So there's my latest video. I hope I'm not too out of practice and stuff, and I think that one was actually reasonably length, that one there. I've not gone off on a tangent too much that time. We'll wait until next time, and I'm back in the swing. I'll be off with random stories for 10 minutes before I even start talking about the fragrance. So, you know, that's it for now, really. So like if you like, comment if you want to, subscribe if you would, press the notifications thing, or I'll come round to your house and sort you out. And then it just remains for me to say, safe man, chill out, enough respect, and I will catch you next time. Sweet. I think that was all right.